Ask a question about choices. I go through life and I get into what I feel I'm in the vortex, and then situations come, and that's contrast. And instead of getting upset about the contrast, I just breathe and say, okay.
Part of the process, there's something here for me, something I've been asking for that is manifesting in this way. There is a more powerful gift for me.
And I look for that.
Yes.
I look for that, and
yes.
I wait for that, and I face it, and I say, those words, God doesn't give you more than you can handle. I say, oh, yeah? It seems a little much at times, and I just
God
take
isn't giving it to you anyway. God's not giving you lessons or assignments or punishments.
No, He's not. But
so don't say that anymore.
Well, I'm saying that's what's said, but I just, I don't take that in that He can't give you more. It's just I can handle whatever comes to me because it's my choice on how I handle it. Whether I get upset about it or deal with it and take lessons from it.
We agree completely with that.
So I'm faced with challenges now that being in the vortex and doing this work and working with you and enjoying it, I'm a little confused on why. And I know everything happens for a reason. And
you have a lot of platitudes going on in your mind, don't you? Everything happens for a reason, and what is the reason?
To help me see something I'm not seeing.
Everything happens for a reason. What is the reason?
To give me more of what I want. To show me contrast so that I can have everything
happens
I want.
For a reason because
I'm here to have the best life I can.
Because I am pure positive energy, and because I am to live in joy. And everything is working out toward that end no matter how it looks. In other words, it's not punishment, it's not assignment, it's not me moving through the paces. It's that there is something deep and rich here that I am wanting, that I have the potential of discovering because of this. Because of this, because of this. So now this challenge, how does this challenge now look? It looks.
It doesn't look. It's the vision. The vision is going more. And doctors have always told me my peripheral vision is compromised since I was a teenager due to glaucoma. And I've always known that over the years, them telling me it's only going to get worse, it's going to get worse. I've always known in my soul of souls that that's not. I do. And vision has decreased to the point I can't drive at night currently. And it's like, okay. So I generally take action.
And so this conversation of what is it helpful to your vortex vision, or is it distracting of your vortex vision? In other words, this conversation, that it's a valid conversation about what is, how does it feel in terms of, this is the conversation that we were having earlier about you can speak from the non-physical point of view, or you can speak from the physical what is point of view. It's the same conversation, isn't it?
Well, it puts me in warrior mode.
Of course it does, and why?
Because I'm going to fulfill what I've always known I can fulfill.
But what does the worry mode mean in the moment of the worry? Source disagrees. Source disagrees. Source disagrees. Hear us. What does worry mean? You're fixated on something to which source is not agreeing. Source is not agreeing. That's not what source sees. It's not what source sees. So you have a choice. You can focus upon what source sees, or you can focus upon the temporary what isness and delay it and sustain it and cause the temporary what isness to progress or to be more or to last longer. Or you can take the bounce and see what source sees.
Well, isn't taking the bounce, isn't it causing me to get to action, to do what I've always known could be done, and figuring out how to do that and what method? Yes,
but don't get your cart before your horse. In other words, we're just sort of showing you that when you have a conversation about what is, and what is not wanted, that you practice the vibration of what is and what isn't wanted, and it doesn't matter how much you affirm and how long you talk about it and how many things you do, you can't get to where you want to be from there. You have to
get into the vortex.
Which means you have to trust the process, which means you have to ignore what is and feel the emotional response of what source knows. And if you do it frequently enough, the vortex will train you into the higher frequency, and the higher frequency will then affect the manifestation. That's the process. Vortex first. Vortex affects manifestation. If you do it the other way, it bogs down. You don't get what you want, and then you need to create a religion to explain why things are screwed up in your life.
So I don't need to work with someone to work on the issue. It's just a matter of getting into the vortex, because then that will all follow.
You cannot address the unwanted issue and get to where you want to be. You have to allow the unwanted issue to be affected by the alignment of the vortex. That's why when Jesus said, and he did, that it is your belief that makes you whole, he meant that or your faith, that when you find alignment with source, regardless of what is, that then the vortex affects the manifestation and makes it whole, you see. But most humans say, I don't like what I've got, give me something different. And when I see an improvement, then I'll feel better. Then I'll go to the vortex. Then my prayer is answered. And we say, the answer to the prayers that you're looking for is alignment with that which is source. It's the alignment that you're reaching for. It's the emotion that you're reaching for. We had a really good conversation earlier about this very thing. And as you listen back to it, you will realize it's full of all kinds of things for you. It's about ignoring the what is while you find vibrational alignment with what's in your vortex. And then the vortex will transform the reality.
Well, that's why I'm surprised that this even progressed, because
But that conversation is of no value whatsoever, because those words say, clearly I don't know what I'm doing. Those words say, what's wrong with this process?
No, it's just, I'm in the process, but so what am I not looking at and seeing? Because if I'm in the vortex and I'm in that space.
Well, it is a good thing to acknowledge that when I receive something I don't want, that I've got a vibration going on that I didn't know I had going on. It's a wonderful thing to acknowledge that, because manifestations never do anything other than reflect vibration. And that's why we're eager to help you to realize that an emotion is a manifestation, that if it is left as it is, will continue to expand until it becomes a more vivid manifestation and a more vivid manifestation. But it does not matter how vivid the manifestation becomes, because no matter how vivid it becomes, the desire shoots out of it, so the vortex continues to expand, and at some point you're going to figure out how to come into alignment with that vortex, you see. And meanwhile, just do the best you can in feeling as good as you can. You are a very good contemplator. You've always had a very strong, focused mind. It is, in fact, one of the reasons that you're good at reading energy. You're good at honing in on a signal. So what we're encouraging you to do is be more determined to find the thought that feels good before you begin the focusing process. Earlier in the week, Barbara said to Esther, well, can you find appreciation? They were playing the game of moving into that specifically good-feeling place. Can you find the appreciation end of that? And Esther said, no, I cannot, can you? In other words, the gap was it's too much to find. And so it makes you then think that you're not good at it when you are good at it. You're just you're just not utilizing the laws of the universe to your advantage. And so when you say something like, well, I thought I was understanding, but I must not have been understanding, because here I am in this place that I don't want to be. So either I'm misunderstanding the laws, or the laws are misunderstanding me, or maybe the laws are screwy, or maybe there's something I'm missing. In other words, that could be the train of thought. When you've been making an effort, you think you've been doing the work, and you're not getting the headway. That's a sort of logical way to feel. But you can feel, the longer you poke around there, the worse it feels. It doesn't feel good to say I'm not doing well, and it doesn't feel good to say I haven't been doing a good job, and it doesn't feel good to say maybe I'm misunderstanding, and it doesn't feel good to say the universe doesn't have my back, and it doesn't feel good to say maybe Abraham's wrong, and it doesn't feel good to say the laws of the universe must be screwy. None of that feels good, because none of that is in agreement with what the source within you knows. So then you become more general. You say something like, well, I don't have to figure it out all right now, and I'm holding my own all right, and I've got plenty of leeway on this, and I believe that my body is responsive to my alignment, and I believe that my alignment is coming, and it doesn't have to come today. And so much of my life is working out well, and I believe that more of it is working out well, and I'm actually having fun in the projecting of thought and the watching of the manifestations, and I really like this. Now we've moved all the way into general positive. I like the idea of the vortex being there, filled with all that I've been asking for, even things that I can't now consciously and completely contemplate. I like the feeling of well-being that I know is there, and I like knowing that my inner being is there, beaming a signal to me that I will be able to pick up on at any time. And I really like knowing that through all that I've been living, that I've been asking for some very deliberate, very precise things, and I love knowing that in all of these very precise things that I've been asking for, that the actual ability to manifest them is very real, even if I'm not doing it this red hot minute. And I really don't want to manifest all the goodness that I've been asking for right now anyway, because it would be too much to contemplate. I would miss some of it. It's any more than I want to eat all of the meals that I will eat for the rest of my life today. I really don't want to do that. I would like them to come, even though on this ship it seems like that's the plan. I would really like them to come more incrementally. I want to savor them. I want to savor the ideas. I want to savor my expansion. I want to enjoy where I'm going. I want to feel the breadths and depths of it. I'm not in a hurry about that. I have plenty of time to figure this all out. I'm figuring it out. It's getting better and every day. The manifestations are following on the heels of this alignment over and over and over and over again. I do have the faith. I do have the belief. I believe in the vortex. I believe in the laws of the universe. I believe in my ability to focus. I believe in the movement of energy. I believe in the fun of contrast and diversity. I embrace everything that's happening and happened to me. I really like launching these rockets of desires. I know that it's all coming for the well-being of me. I know that there's not punishment. I'm not being tested. There's not something that I've done wrong. There's not something that I've missed. It's there for me because there is something that I've been asking for that everything else in my life has caused me to miss. And so now this is an opportunity to focus with a closer lens, with a greater intensity, with a greater clarity in order to find the fullness of that which I'm reaching for. And I know that all that I am in terms of the source energy part of me and the physical part of me is going to benefit from the process of this. But I don't have to wait for the manifestation to receive the benefit. I can feel it right now. I don't need the manifestation. I don't need the healing now. I don't need the woman now. I don't need the lover now. I don't need the money now. I don't need it to be right here, right now in order for me to have the manifestation of feeling better. And when I think about it, every manifestation I ever wanted anyway was because I thought it would feel better in the having of it. And so if I can figure out how to have the manifestation of the feeling better even with the not having of it, then I've got it. Then I understand vibrational alignment. Then I understand what faith is. Then I understand what aligning with source is. Then I understand that there is nothing that I cannot be or do or have. And then I want to say to the entire universe, bring it on. But what I mean by bring it on is not your idea of what I need in order for me to expand. I mean, bring on my idea of what I have created that I apparently need in order to find the gift of expansion that I am certain about, you see. I am the creator of my reality. When you are athletes, we don't see you looking for people who you can whip in your sport. You don't run around saying, oh, I could beat you, come play with me. Oh, I could whip you, come play with me. You look for excellence because you want excellence to be evoked from you. The more you explore and the more you become, the more you are reaching for expansion, you see. You're reaching for expansion. And things you don't care about don't bring you expansion in the way that things you do care about bring you expansion, you see. So when you couple together your knowledge of the laws of the universe, your ability to translate energy into thought, into clear thought, you're good at that. When you couple all of those things with a powerful desire, the likes of which this desire is, you're going to have a romp down the river. You're going to have a yodeling down the canyon kind of experience that doesn't have to start being fun only when you get the manifestation. It's fun now. It's fun now. It's fun now. It's fun now. It's fun now, you see. Now, right now.
And it is.
Yes. Very good. What is the time? What now?